Good day, everybody. Good day. How everybody doing? How everybody doing on this terrific Tuesday, man? First of all, like I say, thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, guess what? I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. And like I say, this is my platform. Today, what we're going to do is let's get real, man. Who's out there? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on. First of all, what I want to do is I want to shout out, I want to say a happy birthday to my girl, Tammy. Right now I'm about to be 92. A month from the day, I'm about to be 92 years old. Tammy, guess what? I'm older than Tammy, but for some reason, Tammy been 16 for a very, very long time. It's like right now, hold up. How the heck I'm about to be 92 and I know you. I know I was a few years older than you, but you still 16. But it doesn't matter. Like I tell you right now, folks, like I say, happy birthday to my girl. Happy birthday to my girl. Tammy, man, may you have many, many more. Saying God bless you. Love you to death, man. You and the family. Like I said right now, folks, listen, condolences to Takeoff. When you sit back and you think about it right now, where it's like, the situation with Takeoff, it's like here it is right now. This guy's supposed to be a very humble individual. And like I say, I don't know much about him. What I do know when I found out his birthday is what? June 18, 1994. So even with that alone, it touched me when I read that this morning, his birthday being June 18, because my beloved mother birthday is June 18. So automatically, it became like an automatic connection. So when you sit back and you look at it, they say he was just chilling, minding his business to the side. And if you sit and look at the footage, you'll see that he was to the side, like, in his own little private world. Like, how sometimes you can be somewhere, but you really don't want to be there. And a lot of times people don't understand right now, folks, we have instinct. We have gut feeling. So sometimes regardless, pay attention to your instinct. Pay attention to your gut. If your instinct, your gut say, you know what, man, listen, get out of here. Get the heck out of there. Despite you might came there with somebody, but sometime right now, which guess what? What you should have done is like, pay attention to your instinct. Your instinct is like your guardian angel. Your instinct is your conscience. If your instinct saying, you know what, listen, man, I'm not feeling this. Get out of here. That's your warning. And sometimes what we have to do, we got to take heed. Sometimes people, oh, man, you a sucker. You leaving me, man? Why you still? Come on, man. Yo, stay for what? If this is not what I want to do, why should I stay? And sometimes, guess what we happen? We do things to please other people, and guess what? It costs us. It can cost us our life. It can cost us our freedom. It can cost us our platform. It can cost us any and everything. So that's what we got to start doing. Start paying attention to our instinct. Because once again, right now is if he would have paid attention to his instinct and did what he really wanted to do, chances are, guess what? He would have left. But guess what? He worrying about his uncle. Oh, man, what my uncle going to think or what my uncle going to say. Man, sometime right now, you got to be like later for that, man. You got to be later for that. Hey, shout out, Jimmy. How you doing, man? Jimmy, yo, look, you got to come on my platform. I got to come on your platform. We got to spice it up, man. You know what? Shout out, my brother. Bronx J, NYG. Good interview on Sent Last, man. Shout out to Sent Last. Like I tell you right now, I love the brother. Powerful platform. I love what he's doing or whatever. But let's get back to what we was talking about. So here it is right now. This is what I got here. So Quavo was shooting dice, and he was getting his pocket broke off bad. So dude had an attitude, and he tried getting aggressive with the wrong mob tie nigga. Not going to drop names. And dude got on his ass, and somebody they was with jumped up. And that's when everybody bunch up, then shot to start ringing. But they was coming from somebody Migos was with. But he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff on accident. And the other nigga started shooting back. And I think he got hit again. But ultimately, his own man killed him. Because when he got hit, the first time I see his body just dropped. Quavo plex up over some small shit. It really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quietest brother in the room the whole time. So when you sit back and you look at it, they say he was the coolest, the quietest. Right now, yo, folks, listen. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Right now, my deepest condolences to Takeoff. I'm saying his family, his friends, his fans. May his soul rest in peace and his spirit be lifted. But when you sit back and you look at 28 years old, man, 28, he haven't even started to live. And once again, like I say, folks, listen, sometime stop worrying about what people are going to think and say about you. If you feel it in your heart, you feel it in your gut, you feel it in your spirit, like, you know what? Man, I'm leaving. Leave. Later for what people are going to think and what people are going to say. Later for that. Because once again, follow your instinct, follow your gut feeling, follow what your spirit, what your intuition is telling you. Follow that. And chances are, guess what? You're going to be making the right decision because he's there in his own private world, quiet. Probably like, man, I'm ready to get out of here, man. I don't want to be here. But sometimes what we do is we do things to please other people. Sometimes we're more loyal and dedicated to other people. We are more loyal and dedicated to them than they are to us. Then what? And what I'm saying right now, I know his uncle is pissed off. I know his uncle is upset. I know his uncle is frustrated. But guess what? Look, sometimes what we have to do is you have to be one-man army, one-woman army. Go and do things on your own. But once again, folks, what the hell can be out there? 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, devil time, demon time, vampire time, up all night, sleep all day. Right now is where? You know what I'm saying? Or who in a rightful state of mind gonna be partying? Not only that, on a Monday morning, who the hell partying like that? I don't care. Like I said, don't get me wrong. When you're young, even when I was young, I didn't party all the time. Even when I was young and I did hang out, I didn't get high. So you know what? It was like a different, man. And that's what we got to understand, man. Sometime in life, it's not what we do, it's how we do it. But make sure what we do, we got to be mindful. We got to be respectful. And most of all, what we have to do is we got to stay prayed up, man. That's what we have to do, man. So like I said right now, what I'm going to do is this, man. Here, let's listen to what TMZ, like I said right now, here it is, 28. 28. You know, when I was 28, I was in the P now. I went away at 24. So I was still in the P now, getting my mind together, getting my thought process together, getting my life back together, getting my mental health issue together. I'm saying 28 years old. And what I'm saying is everybody, when you listen, nobody have nothing negative to say about this individual. Everybody speak highly of this brother. And when you sit back and you look at it, wait a minute. I'm talking about when you got somebody constantly and speaking highly of other individuals, especially your peers, especially different individuals like NBA ball player, you know what I'm saying, entertainers, they speak highly of this individual because once again, it's the way that he presents himself. And what I'm saying, when you carry yourself, you know, God-like, Christ-like, you carry yourself in that positive way. You carry yourself treating each and everybody as they the most important person that you ever met in your life. You know what? People take heed to that. You know, just because he made it, just because he was successful, just because he was an entertainer, you know what? He still treated other people with love, respect, and human compassion. That's why they got kind word. Because you got some of these individuals, they make it. You know, they get all the fame and fortune, then you know what? They want to SHIT on people. They want to look down on people. They want to act like, you know what, you ain't nobody, like you a peasant. But not with him, not with Takeoff. Takeoff treated each and everybody that was in his circle or that came around him or whatever with love, respect, and human compassion. So once again, that's why, like I say, I didn't know him. I never even really listened to the Migos or whatever. You hear about them. What I really heard about them is one of the guys with Offset married Cardi B. That's about it. I couldn't tell you. I probably listen to their music, but don't know their music. But once again, it doesn't matter because Takeoff could be my son. Takeoff could have been my grandson. So when you sit back and you look at it right now, is guess what? Why is being a rapper is the most dangerous job in America? In the world? Is being a rapper the most dangerous job in the world? That's what I want to know. Because once again, every time you look around, for the past few years, only thing you hear, rappers getting killed. Despite Right now is I don't think what happened this morning was a direct attack against him being a rapper. I think the fact that he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And even when you listen to the audience and you listen to the crowd or listen to other people that was there and some of the things that they were saying, he was there, but he wasn't there. He was off to the side. He was quiet into his own private world, minding his business. Probably just there to support his uncle. But guess what? Probably want to leave. But you know what? Here it is, man. He don't want his uncle to feel away. He don't want his uncle to feel, come on, man. We here, man. We out in Houston. We having a good time. Nah, man. Sometimes your good time is not my good time. Sometimes the things that you want to do is not what I want to do. Right now, I probably want to go to church. You want to go to the club. I probably want to go to Bible study. You want to go to the casino. I probably right now want to get on my knees and pray. Or, right now, pray to God, pray to Allah. You want to basically right now go off and, man, watch some, saying cowboy stuff. Who knows? Everybody is different. And it's all right with everybody being different. But sometimes, why do we feel we need a crowd? Why do we feel we need people to follow us? Why do we need people there at all time? You know what? Sometimes, guess what? It's good to have your own space. It's good to be caught up into your own space. I like my private time. I like sometimes being alone, being by myself. You know what? I can think better. Sometime right now, the best time in my life is when I got to travel, when I got to take trips, and I'm there taking these trips by myself, meditating. Right now, looking at the scenery, meditating, thinking about some of the things that I need to do. Where do I need to be at in my life? How do I get my life together? How do I put and keep things in perspective? How do I make sure before I leave this earth, I do more good than bad? How do I coach, counsel, and train, uplift, empower anybody that I reach out to or that I come in contact with? That's what life is all about. How do we help other people be where they need to be at in life? How do we get people get over that hump? Folks, that's what life is all about. It's not all about hanging out. It's not all about right now you sit back and you look at that environment. What is a bowling alley? Okay? So you sit back and you think about what you think there at 2:30 in the morning. Okay? To me, let me tell you, alcohol is there. Drug is there. Anger is there. Frustration is there. The agony of defeat is there. Gun is there. Violence is there. Behavior, attitude, all is there. So what we think going to happen? You know what's going to happen? What happened? Shot fired. And folks, listen, man, bullets don't have no name. Right now, was the bullet for him? Nah. But guess what? He got caught up in the crossfire. Why? Being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And what I'm saying is, folks, like I told you, as I started off, some of the things that, I've been getting all day, trying to listen, trying to make sense of what's going on, and it go like this. So Quavo was shooting dice, and he was getting his pocket broke off bad. Some dude had an attitude, and he tried getting aggressive with the wrong mob tie. You know what I'm saying? Not going drop names. And dude got on him. Then somebody they was with jump up, and that's when everybody bunched up. Then shot just started ringing. But they was coming from somebody Migos was with. But he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff by accident. And the other dude started shooting back. And I think he got hit again. But ultimately, his own people killed him. Because when he got hit, the first time, I seen his body just drop. Quavo was plucked up over some small stuff. It really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quietest person in the room the whole time. But it didn't matter. The end result is this. He's not here. He was the coolest. He was the quietest. He was into his own little private world doing that whole event. So right now is, hey, he wasn't even, with that gorilla monsoon mentality. He wasn't acting like a pit bull. He wasn't acting like no gorilla. He was chilling, relaxed, in the cut. But look what happened. Look what happened. Look what happened. Renee, either you push yourself to self-sufficient, show love, compassion, or you remain in a black hole. Either you push yourself to self-sufficient, show love and compassion, or you remain in a black hole. So true. And what I'm saying is right now, folks, what we have to do is learn to get out of our way, man. You know? Takeoff is me. Right now, I stay quiet to myself a lot. And you know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do, man. That's what real people do, man. A lot of times right now is, you know what? Like I say, folks, listen, I was once a follower. I was once, a sick individual. Between the age of 14 and 24, I was out there. I did everything in my life from A to Z. And you know what? I had to get help. But to me, you know what? You got to learn how to stop being a follower and start being a leader. Sometimes you can follow people all for the wrong reason. And look what happened to my man, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like I said right now, look at that whole situation. You're out, supposed to have a good time. How can you go out and have a good time, then you don't come back? Right now is when your people go out, the same way they go out is the same way you want them to come home. When they went from, Atlanta or LA or New York to, Houston, right now is who would think, well, we fly together, we're going to fly back. Sometimes that's not the case, man. And that's why you got to be mindful. That's why you got to stay prayer. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. I'm going to say that again. No prayer equal no power. Less prayer equal less power. More prayer equal more power. Much prayer equal much power. That's why right now we got to stay prayed up, man. And we got to be prepared for quote unquote what we call the unexpected. It's no defense for the element of surprise. So you got to be prepared. But once again, follow your heart. Follow your feeling, your instinct, what your gut is telling you. If your gut say, listen, man, I'm not going out, don't go out. Don't go out. Glaze, what you think? Offset feeling being that they was on bad term. Offset was reaching left off the album. He's doing his family thing. You know what? Like I told you right now, is guess what? Here it is. Look what you say. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Even right now, man. You know what I'm saying? If he were to say right now, guess what? I don't want to be there. If he were to tell my man, I don't want to be there, then what? You know what? Hey, listen, Quavo, you go ahead, Unc. I'm going to stay. Or you know what? I'm not traveling to Houston. Sometimes we got to do what is best for us, man. We can't do what the best for other people, man. So once again, probably, right now is Takeoff would have said, you know what? Okay, cool. You go there, have fun in Houston. I'm going to stay here. Or I'm going to stay in Atlanta. I'm going to stay in California. Look what Offset say. Okay, cool. Glaze, what you think? Offset feeling being that they was on bad terms. Offset was reaching left off the album. He's doing his family thing. He's still here. He got his family. He done been out there, doing his little thing, got into a few altercation. Cardi B caught a case, right now fighting some girls in the club based upon some of the girls that he's supposed to be messed with in New York. She, right now got that case worked out. But once again, sometimes you got to make important decisions. It's like when I was a child, I thought as a child, I act as a child. But when I became a man and a woman, I put away all childish things. So once again, like I say, hanging out in these clubs, going out, drinking, smoking, doing our thing, having fun. You only can do that for so much. After a while, all that stuff is played out. All that stuff is played out. So once again, by Offset making a decision that he made, probably guess what? If he was still with them and didn't decide to take a time out and be with his family, probably he could have been right there and that bullet could have been his bullet. Who knows? So sometimes what you got to do is, man, I'm going to slow down, man. He probably look at it, man, I got a wife. I got a couple of good-looking kids. We got money. We living a life. Man, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down. And sometimes what you have to do is you have to take a time out from the rat race. You have to leave that BS aside, man. Once again, how often can you keep partying? Always remember, when you keep partying, keep smoking, keep drinking, keep nothing, too much of anything is not good for you. After a while, you got to reach your point. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. Because once again, that's me. When I was in the street, guess what happened? I was in and out of jail. Soon I get out of jail, you know what? I came back home. I think I'm tough, robbing, stealing, shooting, killing, selling drugs, making money or whatever. Man, after a while, that stuff get played out, man. You get tired of being in and out of jail. In and out of jail for what? What's cool about that, man? Too much of anything's not good for you, man. You got to learn how to mature. You got to learn how to take a couple steps backwards. You got to learn how to put things in perspective, how to love you. And the difference is a lot of us right now, what we're doing is we don't love ourselves because we're not doing a lot of things for ourselves. We do things to please other people. So we already losing. Stop and put your foot down. If your girlfriend come to you, hey girl, let's go out, let's hang out, this and that, this and that. You know, right now, I know Bob and Tom and, you know, Jamal and, you know, all of them going to be out hanging and girl, you know, I'm trying to get with them. She already got a man at home. She already got a husband, whatever. But once again, what she do is she go hanging out with her to please her. Then we don't, she got a happy home. Don't let nobody come into your situation and mess it up. You know, let her go out by herself and let her find some other person that in the same, you know what I'm saying, like live the same lifestyle that you live in. Man, surround yourself around good, positive people, man. That's what we got to learn to do. You got to look at when you hang out with people, do they add value? They take value away. What does this mean hanging out with people? Only thing they do is drink. They right there, like back in the day, drinking 40. They're like, yo, here, bro, here's, nah, man. What the heck? I'm going to hang around a bunch of individuals that don't got nothing going on. Only thing they don't want to do is smoke weed, man. What? Come on, man. You got to sit back and ask yourself, do people add value or they take value away? If they don't add value to your life, if they're not helping you or you helping them to go to that next level in life, what the sense are we dealing with them? What you have to do is learn how to cut people off and keep people to the side. Because if you don't know how to do that, they're going to destroy you slowly but surely, man. Peer association brings about assimilation. Once again, peer association brings about assimilation. Glaze, his uncle was 31. He was young too. It was kind of like the blind leading the blind. You know what? It's like the blind leading the blind, but in the same token, we have instinct. We have that intuition telling us, man, we ain't getting down like that. We ain't getting down like that. And once again, like I say, if he would have followed his instinct, if he would have followed his gut feeling, guess what would have happened? You know, right now, chances are he would still be here. And as I say, I'm going to get started. As I got started with it, is being a rapper is the most dangerous job in the world. So Quavo was shooting dice. This is what happened. This is what happened early this morning, like around 2-ish, 2:30 in the morning in Houston. So Quavo was shooting dice, and he was getting, I guess he was losing all his money. Bad. So dude had an attitude. He tried getting aggressive with the wrong mob guy. Okay? Not going to drop name. And dude got on his ass. Then somebody that was jumped up, and that's when everybody bunched up and shot just started ringing. But they was coming from somebody from the Migos crew. But he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff by accident. And the other guy started shooting back. And I think he got hit again, but ultimately his own people killed him. Because when he got hit the first time, I seen his body just drop. Quavo was plexed up over some small BS. It really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quiet guy in a room the whole time. He was into his own private world. But look what happened. It was informed, but it don't matter. Bullets don't have no name. I have no problem cutting off the life support. If it's toxic, my life have value. Good job. If you wrote a comment, hit the like button. Hey, yeah, folks, listen, hit the like button, folks. Hey, hit the like button. I'm about to start a new page. I'm going to go live on this page, but I'm about to start a new page. You know what I'm saying? The Glaze Gibbs, Brian Gibbs page, where it's going to be just strictly content. This page is going to be strictly live and strictly interview or whatever. So you know what? Like I told you right now is hit the like button, subscribe, share. You know, like I say, get your signed copy of the Brian Glaze Gibbs book, A True Story of Crack Money, Murder, Redemption. If you don't know anything about me, take your time and Google. Google the name Brian Glaze Gibbs. You know what? Between the age of 14 and 24, growing up in the big red polluted apple, I was once the problem. I didn't like who I was. Like I say, I hated that person, but I love who I am today. More to that story. Let's finish it up. And those are things that you got to sit back and you got to think about right now. Is once again, like I say, rest in peace to Takeoff. Like I say, may his soul rest in peace and spirit be lifted. My deepest condolences to his family, to his fans, to his friends. Because once again, like I say, folks, listen, man, you got to be smart. You got to do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We got to understand what we up against each and every day. We got to ask ourselves, you know what? If I go out, what is the outcome going to be? If I go out, what the outcome going to be? Like I said right now, we got to know and think. If I make a left, right now is, am I going to get into an accident? Am I going to hit somebody? Am I going to get shot? If I make a right, what's going to happen if I make a left versus if I make a right? So like I told you right now, we got to just be aware, man. Be smart. I got beyond lucky, and I still can't believe my friend did all that because Glaze is a really beautiful person. You know what, Renee? Like I told you, you get caught up. You know what it was back then. Like I say right now was want to be down, want to be cool. Hey, listen, folks, like I said right now, another thing what I want to talk about is this, man. Like, look what everybody was talking about, like, yesterday. Yesterday, Halloween, made 1 year that Alpo Martinez was gunned down in Manhattan. 1 year, okay, Halloween. And right now, anybody know anything about Alpo? Cameron played him and paid in full. And what I'm saying right now is everybody say what they want to say about him. Everybody say he didn't change. He's this, he's that, he that. Like I say, from my dealing with him, right now is always respect. And it's all about something totally different. It wasn't about let's get in the street, let's hustle, let's do this and that. We're talking about doing some powerful, positive things. I had a brother, my man Katik. Shout out to Katik, ICU Studio. Katik was trying to get something set up. Right now, I had, saying right now, got word and was talking to Alpo about doing a possible podcast, me and Alpo together. And we had spoke about that 2 days, October 29th, 2021. And right now, 2 days later, he got killed. So like I told you right now, man, life is not promised none of this.
What's poppin'? We up in the A All-Star Weekend.
Drop A. Mel Maxey.
You
know who this kid is already, right? I don't know who he is.
Pole Life.
Yeah.
We doing the Pole Life.
Marcus Burns was good, baby. Mo B.
That's Alpo when he first came home. It was a year ago yesterday that he was murdered. So this is footage. Like I said right now, he's fashionable. He loved his Louis Vuitton. He loved being out there, mingling with the crowd. He loved being who he is.
Drug lord Alpo Martinez shot and killed on the streets of Harlem. He was a larger-than-life figure who seemed to defy death. Fox 5's Lisa Evers goes over who he was and why he might have had a long list of enemies.
He was one of the city's most notorious drug dealers, famous since the 1980s for his murderous ways and mountains of cash and drugs, immortalized in dozens of rap songs and the movie Paid in Full. But it all came to an end for Alpo Martinez right here on the streets of Harlem, right where it all began. These are exclusive photos of Alpo Martinez on previous visits to Harlem in recent years. But his latest visit turned out to be his last. On Sunday, about 3:20 a.m., police were called to Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 147th Street. A dark red pickup truck crashed into parked cars. The driver was shot 5 times in the chest through the car window and killed.
I heard 5 shots, 1 and then four consecutive shots after that.
It was Alpo, but his driver's license and other IDs had his witness protection name of Abraham Rodriguez with a Lewiston, Maine address. The murder scene stretched for blocks up to 151st Street. Alpo had been given a new identity when he was released from a Colorado Supermax prison in 2015 after serving more than 20 years for 14 murders. But instead of lying low, he couldn't seem to stay away from New York.
He's been seen riding around Harlem most of the time.
You know, he's been seen down in Harlem a lot.
In addition to the murder convictions, Alpo was widely believed to have turned on many of his former associates in order to shave years off what could have been a life sentence. There is no shortage of people who may have wanted payback.
Other than him being who he is, just seems to be a thing with guns going on that everyone's, you know, it's getting out of hand with the guns. Everyone seems to have a gun right now.
Sources tell me that Alpo may have been shot while sitting in his car further down the block and then tried to drive away to escape. Investigators will be looking at forensic evidence as well as surveillance video to get a clearer picture of what really happened. In Harlem, I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Police have arrested the man they say murdered former Harlem drug lord Albert Alpo Martinez. Cops arrested Shaquem Parker. He's 27 years old. He was already being held on Rikers Island in a gun case. Police say he also has priors for burglary, robbery, and drug possession. Mr. Martinez was gunned down in October of last year while in a car on Frederick Douglass Boulevard near West 152nd Street.
Born June 8th, 1966. Good day, everybody. How you doing? Hey, thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I am your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. Like I say, folks, listen, thank you. Hey, thank you, Mr. Master Mistake Maker. Thank you for the donation, man. I truly appreciate it. Like I say, folks, listen right now, Wiz. Anybody that want to donate to the platform right now, make sure you do so right now, Wiz. Guess what? My objective is right now, how do I build this platform? Like I told you, I got a lot of different things that I'm working on. I'm trying to get new equipment. I'm trying to get, you see, I got this little fancy background. I got to get a few things fixed. Like I tell you, I got some good interviews coming up. And right now, with me and Mr. Master Mistake Maker, we did a video that was out the other day. And right now, guess what? We got a few things that we supposed to be working on together. He got a hell of a story because, once again, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. If you constantly continue to get caught up into that lifestyle, guess what? And you don't change. You know what? Everything is about change. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over, and guess what? Expect a different result. If you keep doing the same thing, and I call it, pick up that brick, throwing at that prison wall for what? Nothing. What you think gonna happen? You know what? If you keep committing crime, guess what's gonna happen? You go into jail. If you keep drinking alcohol, guess what? You're gonna have hangover. You're gonna be an alcoholic. If you keep utilizing drugs, sniffing dope, shooting dope, smoking whatever, using meth, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be a drug addict. And only way you're gonna change, like with me, if I kept committing crime, I would still be a criminal-minded individual. But I had to change that criminal mentality. I had to change my behavior, and I had to change. And people, let me tell you something right now. With the grace of God, prayer. Like I said right now, I don't care what and who you believe in. Whether it's God, whether it's Christ, whether it's Allah, whatever you believe in, you got to stay prayed up. No prayer equal no power. Less prayer equal less power. More prayer equal more power. Much prayer equal more power. Long as you know whatever you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? From a spiritual standpoint, and you stand on what you believe. Because if I got, look how many chances I got. If I got back out there and continue to do the same thing over and over again, guess what? I just celebrate 25 years of freedom. 25 years of freedom. And you know what happened? People didn't give me a chance in hell. Like when I got out, they kept telling me. I didn't know it at the time. They gave me 45 to 90 days to survive before they feel I would be back. And you know what? Right now is 25 years later. I told them I'm never going back. Why? Because once again, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sometimes what you have to do, you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to change your mindset. You got to change your behavior. You got to change your attitude. You got to change the crowd that you hang out around. You got to change. If every time I'm around you and I'm always getting in trouble, guess what? That's telling me something is wrong with that picture. Every time I come around you, I get arrested. Every time I come around you, I'm getting shot at. Every time I come around you, we get into drama, we get into fight, we get into argument. You know what that tell me? Guess what? You are no good for me. And right now, if I keep being around you on a daily basis, guess what? That's what my life's going to be about. Now, when you find peace and you find true identity with yourself, and you got tranquility, and you happy, that's what matters, man. Don't let nobody, hey, joy, this world didn't give it to you, and this world can't take it away, man. Keep that in mind, man. What you say? They set people up to fail, but you showed them that you was going to change no matter what. God bless. I didn't have another choice, man. I had another choice. Hugo Gomez, coming from Panorama City, Valley 818. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Jay Prince need an answer to this. Rest in peace, Mode 3, Duke 906. Pookie Stan, good day, good day, good day. BBG, man. Hey, hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share it. Like I say, share this piece to anybody that's in your. Share it. Share it. Hit the like button and share. Let me see right now. Let me pay attention. Let me see how many likes I got. You know, how many like? Okay, I got 35 likes. I got over 70-something people in there. I only got half. Why? You know what I don't understand is this. Why do people are afraid to hit the like button? Why people are afraid to subscribe? It's like if you see or hear things on a platform and that you like, it's not like I'm out here yelling, screaming, cursing. It's not like what I'm trying to do is right now is I'm expressing myself, but I'm trying to keep it positive. But it's like, I guess if I had a platform that I'm yelling, screaming, belittling people, cursing people out, talking about bam, 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 shoot them up, people will love that. But anytime you come and you try to come in a whole totally different perspective, you try to come respectful. You try to take or do whatever thing you need to do to make the right impression. Because guess what? You never get a second opportunity to make a first impression. So to me, can I yell, scream, and curse? Yeah, I can do that. But why should I allow my emotion to supersede my intellect when you know you're smarter than that, when you know you're better than that, when you know that you're a blessed and highly favored, man? Like I said right now, I done been through hell and back. So I don't get it caught up into that nonsense. But still, I never understood that myself. People don't show love and support anymore. And it's sad. I even see it with me and my channel. You know, like I told you, it's different, man. Like, you know, if I go back out there and I got individuals that come at me and say all type of crazy stuff, if I respond to them and talking all crazy, it's like people like that. But you know what? Like I told you right now, sometimes how you beat people up, sometimes you got to put on that white glove. You got to put on that white glove. And how you beat them up, man, you beat them up with intelligence. You beat them up with prayer. You beat them up by being nice because they're not used to that. They're not expecting that. They're expecting something totally different. People only love and support the dumb things people do and not want to speak into the truth or whatever. Yeah, nobody like the truth, man. People hate the truth. But like I told you right now, like I say, getting back to what I was talking about, man, like I say, with Alpo, rest in peace. Like I said right now, it's been 1 year yesterday been 1 year since he, died. And at one point in time right now was, guess what? The internet was blown up. Every day was an Alpo story. Alpo this, Alpo that, Alpo this, Alpo that. Because where the story got started from. The story got started from Paid in Full. They did a movie, Paid in Full. And the rapper Cameron played Alpo to the T. Did a hell of a job. He played him to a T. And once again, like I said, when Alpo came home, you see it, all eyes on me. Like Tupac say, everywhere you went, anything that he's doing, all eyes was on him. And what I'm saying is, guess what, folks? Like I say, people try to say, well, he didn't change. I disagree. Right now I disagree. And a lot of times right now is you got to listen to people. You got to watch, because if he didn't change, he would have went back to jail a long time ago. He would have died a long time ago. Okay, here it is right now. He died, 5 years after his release. You're right about the company you keep. I had to get away from people that possess a negative vibe and energy. Mentally love company. And if people are negative, then you have to remove yourself. You have to remove yourself, man. I don't care who it is. What the sense of being in a unhealthy situation? I don't care whether it's friendship. I don't care if it's brotherhood, sisterhood. I don't care if it's in a marriage. I don't care if it's work, school. Right now, if it's unhealthy, it's not doing you a bit of good. You have to sit back and ask yourself, do this situation, it's going to make me a better person or it's going to make me a worse person? If it's going to make you something worse, then you know what? Back away from them. Run. Run as far as you can. Black power to you too, man. Run as far as you can, man. You got to ask yourself right now is we have to be mindful and respectful. And what we have to do is understand what we truly, truly, truly up against, man. In these days and time, who the hell got time to waste? Nobody got time to waste. I'm not going to let nobody waste my time, and I'm not going to waste nobody else's time. It's like right now, I can tell I got people from my life in the past. And based upon our conversation, some of the conversations that we have, I stay away from them. Based upon why? Because what they're saying. If they still stuck from 1,000 years ago, then guess what? I got to let them go. I blocked them in my phone. Why? Because I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm trying to go forward. Terrence Trent, the art of hunger is being watched because you couldn't be imitated. And you know what? Like I said, I like that. The art of hunger is being watched because you couldn't be imitated. But like I told you right now, folks, when you watch or you listen or you see the individual, your company, the people that you keep, do they add value or they take value away? And every time when people think about adding value, the first thing people think about dollars and cents. Nah, man, it's about uplifting, encouragement, laughter, joy, inspiration. That's value. How can you give me the right information to help me be where I need to be? That's value. People only respect violence, man. You know what? Like I told you, because once again, people don't know how to think outside the box. Violence is not always the answer, man. Let me tell you that. Violence is not always the answer. Sit back and think about it. Let's go back to school. When we was in grade school, you know what I'm saying? Even middle school, high school, college. Sit back and think about it. When it's a crowd around, it's a crowd and it's an altercation. You got two people getting an argument and everybody there. And they're on the sideline. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Every time somebody says something, ooh, ah. Oh, man, you're not going to let him get away with that. Or you're not going to let her get away with that. They egging it on. Next thing you know, people get in a fight. They get into confrontation that could have been prevented, but they too busy worrying about what the outside is thinking, what the outside is saying. Let me show you something, folks. Here it is. That's very powerful. Because I was telling somebody this. I remember being away, doing time. When I went away and did time, and right now is sometime when you on the ball court, you get on the ball court, or you do anything. You do anything. You get on the ball court, and you know what? Or you get into an argument, whatever. Guess what's gonna happen? Anytime you get into an argument with people, guess what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? You still have that saying, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. You know what? In prison, a lot of time I used to get in confrontation. You know what I used to do? I used to wait. Don't say nothing. Leave that particular area. Too many people around. And then you know what? When the opportunity presents itself, I used to go to that person's cell. And chances are, sometimes most of these cats used to be bigger than me. Big muscle-bound dude. Cat's supposed to be nice with their hand and all this other stuff. And you know what I used to do? I used to go like this, man. Yo, listen. If I said I did anything to offend you, one man to another man, I apologize. I said, but listen, I detect that you have something on your chest that you need to get off. I detect that you got some type of form of animosity against me. So right now is, if you feel you got something against me, only person's here, it's me and you. So what it is, me and you in this cell, what we can do is lock. Let's go at it. Best man win. And you know what? 9 out of 10, that situation got resolved. You know how that situation got resolved? That situation got resolved because they be like, nah, man, I don't got nothing against you, man. Nah, I like you. You cool, this and that, this and that. So even with that being said, it's like, it just mean that person. So automatically, it didn't matter right now whether they had an upper hand or not. When you approach them, and the way that you approach them, I approach them, look, man, I don't have nothing against you. If I said I did anything to offend you, one man to another man, I apologize because that's not my intention. But I detect that it's some type of animosity, like you got something against me. And if you do, me and you here right now. So right now, it's guess what? We can go at it. Best man win. And chances are, guess what? People leave it alone. People bow gracefully. Why? Because it's not an audience. It's no ooh ah. You know what? There's plenty of time I could have got dusted, like got my butt whipping in. But the fact was, I took control of the situation. And that's what we have to learn how to do, man. Like, everybody want to feel like they tough. Everybody feel they got something to prove. You know what you want to prove? You want to prove that you can be a successful husband. You can be a successful wife. You can be a successful father. Successful, a mother. Successful grandfather. Successful grandmother. You can be a successful, Christian. A successful servant. A successful businessman, businesswoman. Come on. But it's up to us, man. Stop selling ourselves short. All wise men seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. If seeing was believing, death could have bite back. Yeah. I'll fight the power of the pen. Now the pen is mightier than the sword, and you got to know how to pick your battle. You got to know how you pick your battle, man. You got to know. You can't. Oh, everybody want to fight. Fight for what? What are we fighting for? Why we walk around with our chest sticking out like we got something to prove? Prove what? Why every time we look around, we got something to prove? What we want to prove? I'm tired of trying to prove I'm bad. Bad about what? There's nothing bad about me, man. I'm an old man. In a month from today, I'm gonna be 92 years old. You know what? And guess what? There's no shame in my game. I'm good. I'm happy about that. And like I said right now, in exactly 1 month from the day, December 1st, I'm gonna be 92 years old. When you look good, you feel good, guess what? You do good. And you know what? I don't have no stress. I don't have no negativity. I don't have nothing, no craziness. I don't have none of that stuff in my life. I'm at peace. Like I say, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I've got a beautiful relationship. And the difference right now is all that take time. Nothing come overnight, man. Whatever you put in something, that's what you're going to get out of it, man. You put nothing into it, you get nothing out of it. Letitia Wickman, I am so fed up on black killing. It hurt my heart as a black girl. Only see black hate one another, never dare for their kid. It's sad. And you know what? That's an excellent point. And how do we overcome that? How the heck do we overcome that? Because once again, you're right. I was once that problem. You know what? When I saw that situation, what happened to George Floyd? When I saw that officer put his knee on George Floyd's neck and he died. And right now, was everybody so mad at that cop? You're right. I was mad too. But then again, right now, I had to hold myself accountable. I was worse than that guy because I did the same stuff to my own community, my own people. And people don't understand that. So what you have to do is, how do we learn how to hold ourselves accountable? How do we stop the self-hate? How do we stop looking at each other as enemy? What do we need to do? And how do we need to do it? And when are we going to do it? You're right. That's a hell of a point. I'm so fed up of black on black killing it. It hurt my heart as a black girl. I only see black hate one another, never there for their kids. It's sad. That's the problem. These young men don't know how to be men. Brian been eating good. Cheeks full. Lots of life. Just, oh man. Oh man. Okay. Well, you 92. When you need me to push you around in a wheelchair, let me know, 90L. Yeah, thank you. Now we're gonna do some bigger and better things, man. We're gonna do some bigger and better things, man. I'm gonna get these foundation, start getting certain things set up, getting these nonprofit. We need to start rapping about how we can turn a negative situation to a positive situation, how we can help the youth. You know what? Like I said right now, we got to help the youth. But see, the difference is right now is, in order for us to help the youth have to want to be helped. Because a lot of times you can try to lend a helping hand. You can't help people that pushing that away. I don't want it. I don't need it. No, you can try to help, but what the sister's trying to help, if they don't want to be helped. If you're trying to help me get on my feet, if you're trying to feed me, if you're trying to educate me, if you're trying to stop me from being addicted to drug, addicted to alcohol, addicted to gambling, if you're trying to help me get a job, if you're trying to help me be a better human being, a better father, a better brother, a better, leader in my community, if you're trying to help me, you can't help me if I don't want help. So what we have to get these people to understand that they worthy to be helped. They worthy, like they can change. That's what we got to show them. We got to show them what's in it for them. We got to show them, guess what? Don't give up. A lot of times what I think people are doing, they're giving up. They stop the fight. They don't want to, they don't care no more. They don't care. And that's what we have to do is we have to change their belief system. We have to give them to know right now is, guess what? What they're thinking, it matters. Structured racist, systematic racist. It's time we call it what it is and talk about it. Want to connect with you. You see, even right now, like I say, like to me, so everybody is racist. So, like you say, structured racist, systematic racist. Is everybody racist? I don't think everybody's racist. You probably have, I don't think it is as bad as it once was. Do it still exist? Yes. But I don't think it's as bad as it once was. And how do we fix it? How do we eliminate that? Luke, how you doing, man? Night, man. The youth hasn't had enough yet. When they want others to know that they want help, you will know. You're right. Because when I was 14 and 24 and I kept in and out of jail, in and out, in and out, in and out, when I kept destroying my community, causing havoc, you know what right now is, guess what? It took the death of my mom when I was away to say I had enough. I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this no more. And I had to get help. When you are a millionaire, black man, celebrity, don't gamble with Pete from the hood. Go to the casino when you go out, sit in VIP, surrounded by own security. That's a powerful statement. You're right. But once again, a lot of times people feel they want street cred. They feel they want to be down. They feel they want to be wrapped up in the hood. Come on, man. 92. Yeah, when you look good, you feel good, you do good, man. Hey, hit that like button, folks. Who's out there? Hit that like button. Who's out there, man? Show me some love. Show me support. Hit me that like button. Why do I got, 70 people, but only, what's so hard about hitting the like button? I don't get it. What's so hard about hitting that like button? What's so hard about hitting that like button? I don't get it. All right. Hit that like button. Hey, copy, paste, share, man. Share this. Copy and share this to people. Everybody not, but the system, the government is a lot of systematic race by design. Okay, cool. Brian, we got to get you to learn in stock and option. Bitcoin is about to go up. You're going to miss out on another run, big bro. All right, man. You want to get in. Brian Glaze Gibbs, how you doing today, sir? I'm great, man. I'm alive. I'm blessed. I'm free. In 1 month from today, I'm about to be 92 years old. 1 month in exactly 30 days. So anybody right now want to donate cash app, I'm about to be 92 years old. I'm accepting all blessing, man. I'm accepting all blessing. December 1st, I'll be 92 years old. Look good, huh? When you look good, you feel good, you do good. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. Hey, listen, I got a lot of different things coming to the platform. Got a lot of different things that I'm working on. Start back getting to doing the audio books, doing more live, building another channel. So like I told you right now, is folks, I appreciate it. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. ENY 1975. How you doing? How you doing, ENY 1975? How you doing? We need Rapper to bring back the message by Grandmaster Flash. We need Rapper to pick up the message by Grandmaster Flash. Okay, you're right, Janine. Yours, you December 5th on. Okay. Yeah. How you doing? ENY 1975. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, listen, folks. I got a lot of different things that I'm working on. And you know what? Like I told you, shout out my on platform, near 64,000 subscribers, 10 million views. Shout out. And like I said right now, it's about right now, how do I take this to the next level? How do I build on my platform? How do I build on my hood ministry? How do I get back? How do I get these kids to understand I was once them? Like, nobody gave me a shot. Nobody think that I would be in the predicament and position I am now. It's only because of the grace of God. You know, I didn't think I would be here. Hey, y'all from Cali, Snow Bunny, how you doing? 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 Thank you for joining in. Islam, what's up? I have a dream, and by any means necessary is not a program. You're right, man. You think Offset reached Cuz Quavo got loud in the off him first? Nah, I don't think that. I don't think that. Yeah, we do need program. We do need program, man. But what type of program we need? Hey, listen, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Make sure right now you copy, paste this. Send it to people that's in your phone. Send it to people that's on right now on your DM. Send it to people on, by email. Like I say, thank you for the support. Wow, 92. What now? Wait, like I say, 92. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. And listen, folks, listen. Keep in mind, what we have to do is, man, stay pray up, man. No prayer equal no power. Less prayer equal less power. More prayer equal more power. Much prayer equal much power. Even again, who could have thought Brian Glaze Gibbs could have made a successful YouTube channel influencing youth positivity? That's what it's all about, man. How do we get back? How do we get back, man? How do we get back, man? Hey, listen, folks. Thank y'all. Thank you for joining me. Like I said right now, let's have a moment of silence. Rest in peace to Takeoff. And folks, listen, man, let's learn how to be our show true compassion. Let's show how we can help others. Right now, as we think before we speak. Let's start doing critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be mindful. Be prayerful. Watch how we treat our neighbor. Right now, guess what? If I know me and a person cannot get along, if I know our energy do not mix, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay away from them because it's not worth it. A lot of times people don't understand what the sense you're going to put yourself in harm's way. When you know that you and your coworker or you and your classmate, y'all don't get along. Why are y'all going to be in each other's company? You know something's going to happen. And then what happened? What are we going to do? Right now, you and your classmate get into altercation at school. Okay? Or either after school. And you hit your classmate or your classmate hit you. You fall. Your classmate hit the floor. Head hit the ground. Next you know, your classmate is dead. Now you got a body. Now you face the murder charge. For what? Keep this in mind. Temper will get us in trouble. Pride will keep us there. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe, share, donate. Peace, love, and prosperity. One love, the BGG movement. If I can change, anybody can change.